Hey, basketball fans, welcome back to Tips and Streams, your go-to spot for the hottest NBA regular season predictions. I'm Kokan, and I'm here to break down today's matchups and give you the edge you need to make the best bets. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support means the world to us. Remember, our channel has no sponsors and relies solely on the love and support of viewers like you. Even a small donation by pressing the thanks button under the video helps us keep bringing you top-notch content every day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow basketball enthusiasts. And we love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and let us know what you want to see in our forecasts. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you the content you crave. Let's jump right into today's NBA predictions. We've got some exciting games lined up, so stay tuned and let's get that winning streak going.
Today, we have predictions for 4 NBA games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Phoenix Suns and Los Angeles Lakers. This Sunday's matchup between the Lakers and Suns is a game you definitely don't want to miss, especially with both teams fighting for position in the tough Western Conference. The Lakers, while looking to extend their 6-game home win streak, are really going to be up against it. With LeBron James and Luka Doncic both likely out due to injury, the Lakers are going to need some serious contributions from Austin Reeves and Dalton Knecht. These two will have to step up big time if the Lakers are going to stand a chance in this one. On the other side, the Suns are coming off a solid 122-106 win over Sacramento, and they'll be aiming to get back-to-back victories for the first time this season. With Devin Booker and Kevin Durant on their roster, Phoenix has the tools to exploit the Lakers' weaknesses, especially with the squad banged up. It's been a rough ride for the Lakers this year. They're sitting at 40-25, which is decent, but their recent form has been shaky. Coming into this game, they're on a 4-game losing streak, and the last time out, they lost a tough one to the Nuggets, 131-126, without their stars. This season, the Lakers made some bold moves. They brought in Luka Doncic, who's been solid, averaging 26.1 points per game, and they also hired JJ Redick as head coach, a big gamble for a rookie coach. LeBron James, even in his 20th season, is still putting up monster numbers, averaging 25 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 8.2 assists. But the Lakers' defense hasn't been anything to write home about, ranking 13th in the league and allowing 114 points per 100 possessions. If they're going to compete in this one, Reeves and Knecht are going to need to deliver big performances to keep up with Phoenix's high-powered offense. For the Suns, it's been a season that hasn't gone as expected. With a record of 31-36, they're sitting in 11th place, just on the outside looking in for the playoffs. But they've shown they're not a team to be taken lightly, especially after their recent win over Sacramento. Booker and Durant are still among the most dangerous duos in the league, combining for nearly 52 points a game. Booker is also contributing 6.8 assists, and Durant's pulling down 6.2 rebounds, making them a matchup nightmare for any team. The Suns' offense, which ranks 9th in the league, is clicking, but their defense is still a big problem. They're ranked 26th in defensive efficiency, giving up 118 points per 100 possessions, which has been a huge factor in their underwhelming season. But despite that, their recent form has been much better, and we've already beaten the Lakers twice this season. With the Lakers' defense struggling and missing key players, the Suns could have a field day. Now, while the Lakers had been disappointing recently, they still have the advantage of playing at home, where they've been dominant. They're 25-7 at Crypto.com Arena, and even with their injuries, they've shown resilience. Austin Reeves, in particular, has been stepping up. He dropped a crazy 37 points, 13 assists, and 8 rebounds against the Nuggets, showing he can be a go-to guy when needed. Knecht, the rookie, has been impressing too, so the Lakers do have some guys who can step up and make things interesting, especially at home. But looking at all the factors here, the Suns' offensive power with Booker and Durant, their momentum after the win against the Kings, and the Lakers being so banged up, it's hard to back LA in this one. I think the Suns are in a prime spot to cover the spread, maybe even win outright. With the Lakers missing key guys in Phoenix having some confidence behind them, the Suns should have enough to take care of business. Sure, the Lakers might surprise with their home court advantage, but with their depleted roster and the Suns' offensive firepower, I'm leaning toward Phoenix to get this win, or at the very least, cover the 5-point spread. It's a big game for both teams, but the Suns are looking like the safer bet right now.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The second prediction for today is for a game between the Orlando Magic and Cleveland Cavaliers. Alright, so here's the lowdown on this matchup between the Magic and the Cavaliers. Cleveland is absolutely on fire right now, riding a 16-game win streak. These guys have been steamrolling through the competition, and it's hard to see them slowing down anytime soon. They just took down the Memphis Grizzlies 133-124 in a high-scoring affair, and with a 56-10 record, they're looking like the team to beat in the East. Sure, they've been dealing with some injuries, but even with Donovan Mitchell day-to-day, they've found ways to win. Evan Mobley and Darius Garland have been stepping up, and this team just says that we're going to win no matter what vibe right now. When you add their deadly three-point shooting, averaging 16.1 per game, they're tough to contain. On the other hand, Orlando has been kind of hit or miss. The Magic's defense is solid, no doubt about it, but their offense? That's why they struggle. Their three-point shooting is horrendous, and they just don't seem to have that consistent scoring punch to hang with top teams like Cleveland. Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner are talented, that when you're the worst three-point shooting team in the league, that's a tough hill to climb, even if you've got some individual scoring talent. They've shown they can defend, though, and if they manage to limit Cleveland's three-point barrage, they could make this interesting. But let's be real, even with their defense, the Magic are facing an uphill battle. Cleveland's offense is just too potent. Plus, the Cavaliers have been absolutely dominant at home, winning 10 out of their last 11 matchups against Orlando at home. And let's not forget that the Magic have been pretty inconsistent lately. With a 3-7 record in their last 10, they've just been too erratic to trust for a big upset here. Orlando's been without Jalen Suggs, and now Cole Anthony is questionable too. That doesn't help their case. Looking at Cleveland, I just can't see them losing this one unless something crazy happens with their injuries. If Mitchell and Mobley are both in, they should roll in this game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they cover the 10-point spread easily. Their depth, offensive firepower, and home court advantage are just too much for a Magic team that's still struggling to find a rhythm offensively. Even if there's a slight hiccup in the lineup, Cleveland has shown they can win without Mitchell, and their offense is still firing on all cylinders. To wrap it up, while Orlando's defense might keep them competitive for a while, the Cavaliers are just too deep, too efficient, and too hot right now. I'm backing Cleveland to extend their streak and cover the spread, especially if Mitchell and Mobley are good to go. The Magic will fight, but I don't think they'll have enough to disrupt the Cavs' flow. So, yeah, I'm all in on the Cavs in this one. Before we move on, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing might seem like a small action, but it actually makes a big impact for us. Plus, it's completely free for you. Have you clicked that subscribe button? Awesome, thank you so much for your support. Now let's dive back into the video. The third prediction for today is for a game between the Utah Jazz and Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at this matchup between the Timberwolves and the Jazz, it's hard to ignore the clear disparity in how these teams have been playing recently. Minnesota has been absolutely rolling, winning 7 straight games and sitting comfortably in the playoff race with a solid 39-29 record. They've been playing like one of the hottest teams in the league, with Anthony Edwards putting up career-high numbers and really carrying the offense. This guy is a walk-in bucket, averaging 27.2 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 4.6 assists. The Wolves are cooking both on offense and defense, ranking in the top 10 in both categories. They've been especially strong defensively, sitting in the top 5 in defensive rating, while their offense is also no slouch, ranking 11th in points per 100 possessions. On the flip side, you've got Utah, who's gonna dumpster fire this season, sitting dead last in the West at 15-52. They're riding an 8-game losing streak, and it's pretty clear that they're not in playoff contention. Their defense is among the worst in the league, allowing the ridiculous 119.3 points per 100 possessions. Offensively, they've been a bottom-tier team as well, ranking 9th worst in the league. They've been missing some key guys, and now, with John Collins out with an ankle injury, things are looking even worse for them. Markkanen, Sexton, and Clarkson, all players who could have made an impact, have been underperforming, and with Collins now sidelined, it's hard to see how the Jazz will keep up. Now, while Minnesota has been hot, they do have a tendency to take their foot off the gas, especially when they get a comfortable lead. They've also shown vulnerability in spots like this before, so I wouldn't be totally shocked if Utah managed to steal a game. But looking at this current roster situation, I just can't see Utah hanging with the Wolves, who are healthy and firing on all cylinders. The Timberwolves had their struggles in covering big spreads, but against a depleted Jazz squad, this should be their time to shine. Let's be real, Utah's injury report looks grim, and their defense is Swiss cheese. With Clarkson and Collins out, the Jazz are missing a ton of firepower. Minnesota, on the other hand, has been playing great basketball, and I expect them to handle this game with ease. The Timberwolves are one of those teams that can get lazy once they get ahead, so Utah might manage to hang around a little bit, but overall, I just don't see them making enough noise to steal this one. I think Minnesota wins this one handily. The Jazz have been struggling to even cover spread lately, and with their roster issues, they just don't have enough to keep up. The Timberwolves should cover the minus 13-point spread without too much trouble. I'll be surprised if the Jazz even make it close, especially with how well Minnesota has been playing at home. If the Timberwolves continue to play their game, this should be a comfortable victory for them. The fourth prediction for today is for a game between the Oklahoma City Thunder and Milwaukee Bucks. This Sunday, we're in for a real showdown as the Thunder face off against the Bucks. Both teams are coming off solid wins, and this game is going to be a serious test for both squads. The Bucks, led by Giannis Antetokounmpo, have the home court edge, but let's not forget about the Thunder, who've been on fire lately. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is straight up balling this season, and he's been the key to OKC's success. The Duke's putting up 32.8 points per game, and his ability to take over a game is something special. We saw it in his 48-point eruption against the Pistons. But it's not just SGA, guys like Cason Wallace and Isaiah Hartenstein are stepping up, showing this Thunder squad is more than just one player. Even with some key guys like Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams out, they've kept on rolling, and that kind of depth is something to really respect. Now, on the Bucks side, they've got Giannis, and you know what he brings. The reigning Finals MVP is averaging 30.5 points and 12.1 boards, and he's still one of the most dominant forces in the game. Add in Damian Lillard, and the Bucks have all the firepower you could ask for. Mulan's ability to stretch the floor and make big shots down the stretch is crucial, but they need him to shell up in big moments. The Bucks roster has been up and down at times, though. While they've got two stars in Giannis and Willard, the supporting cast can't always match that same level of consistency. That's where I see OKC having the advantage. The Thunder's been all about team ball. They play defense, they share the rock, and they can win in different ways. Sure, the Bucks are playing at home, but the Thunder have proven they can handle anything thrown their way. Whether they're on the road or dealing with injuries, they've shown they can still get the job done. And they've been really good against the spread, sitting at 42-22-4 in the season. That's a sign that this team knows how to get it done, especially when it matters. As for the Bucks, their numbers against the spread on back-to-backs haven't been as strong, and that could come into play here. Oklahoma City doesn't flinch under pressure, and that's something the Bucks need to watch out for. When you factor in the Thunder's strong defense, led by shot-blocking machine Chet Holmgren, they've got the tools to slow down Milwaukee's offense. Even with the Bucks stars, OKC's defense can get in their grill and force them to take tougher shots. I just don't see the Bucks getting the support they need from their bench to fully counter what the Thunder are bringing, especially on the defensive end. So, for me, I'm rolling with the Thunder in this one. They've been absolutely dominant lately, and I trust their depth, versatility, and team chemistry. The Bucks might have the star power, but Oklahoma City has been too consistent to ignore. I'm putting my money on the Thunder to win and cover that 3.5-point spread. They've been cashing tickets at a ridiculous rate, and I think they keep it going here.